So most of my hair is already done, and what I did was I started on dry, fully washed, like freshly washed hair. So I washed my hair yesterday and then let it dry out. I wasn't really feeling too well, so I just kind of like let my hair dry. That's why it's like really poofy and afro-y right now. So what I'll be using in this video is the Alikay Naturals products, 3 of her products actually, and what I'll be using to do this wash and go out of the shower kind of thing is the Wake Me Up Curl Refresher, and then Creme Brulee Curling Delight, and then afterwards I'll go ahead and use the Aloe Berry Styling Gel. So the first step is to section off a small piece of hair. As you can see, this is not a huge section, it's just a small section. And I'm going to go ahead and spritz with water. This is actually my newest favorite spray bottle. I bought it from Sally's. It's awesome. Like it's a great mister. It's not like a spritzer, and that's what I love the most about it, is that the mist from it is so tiny that it actually makes its way through my strands without me having to do too much work. So once I spray that in, I go ahead and I'm just gonna work it into my hair. And this motion that I'm doing with my hands right now is something that I'm gonna do throughout the whole process. So I honestly recommend rubbing your curls this way if you have kinky or any kind of curls you really have. Like if you have waves, you have type 2 hair, type 3 hair, this motion of smoothing whatever it is that you put into your hair onto your hair actually helps your curls to really form very nicely. Because I have 4A hair, I don't really mess with it after I'm done doing that kind of motion. So I'm just rubbing this water in, and I'm not trying to detangle my hair too much because my hair doesn't have any product in it that has slip in it. So I'm just gonna wait until I put the curl refresher in to do that. I'm taking this bottle of the curl refresher and I'm just gonna work from the roots and kind of just be very generous with the product and just spray it all the way through, and then I'm just gonna work that through my hair. Now this is a very important part of the process, I feel, because this is where you're going to get a good amount of definition from. And this is where I'll start to try to finger detangle my hair, just so I can get my curls to pop a little bit better. And I'm just gently trying to separate the hair strands so I can see if there's any knots. Like right now I have one right here that I need to work through. So I'm just going to gently, but kind of like firmly, pull my hair from that knot. And I'm going this fast because this is something that I'm used to doing. Like it's not something that is brand new to me. This is actually a very intricate knot, and I don't like to use combs in my hair for this specific reason. Like my hair gets into knots like this, and you can only imagine how terrible that would be if I was to just run a comb through my hair and snatch not only the knot out but also the healthy strands that are there. Like that would not do any good for my hair. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I get through all of the knots in the section. I'm going directly from the root because I've already finger detangled my hair in the shower prior to doing all of this. That's pretty much done with that step, but I don't know if I like how this is detangled or this is like defined. It's not quite defined to how I want it to be. So what I'm gonna do is work in some more water, and look at the difference with that. You know, just a little bit more water and it's already coming together very nicely. Now I think it's very important that you get your curl definition going very strongly before you start putting in those products that are supposed to hold the curl. This Wake Me Up Curl Refresher is really supposed to bring your curl back, but the Creme Brulee and the gel, what I would like those to do is just to hold the curl. I don't want them to necessarily be the curl definer, but more so the curl solidifier. Now that my curls are really going and I'm definitely seeing that definition that I like, I'm going to go ahead and add the Creme Brulee and Curling Delight. Now you'll notice that once I put this in, my curls will definitely clump together a lot more. I'm adding a little bit more of this to it towards the top area because I know that this is the area that usually I have an issue with frizz. So I'm working it at the top and I'm working it all the way down to the bottom. This area already has some of it in there, so I'm just going to kind of focus on my ends. And then next step is just to put the aloe berry gel in there. And I don't think that this is something that you absolutely have to have in your hair, but I know that I prefer my hair to be as protected as possible from all the frizz that it's possibly going to end up with, and I tend to prefer having a nice light gel on top of everything that I've done so that it can hold it better. So now I'm going to go ahead and clip this section off and let that set. I'm going to finish off these last two sections and then show you the finished result. I may be outside and dressed and all of that by that time, but I'll definitely show you guys how this came out once I'm done with it. My hair smells great.